interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere with
John
ready in his chair and almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoe Show!
The joke's on you guys because I told John not to come until like 7 o'clock today. Because we have a pre-recorded interview airing at 6:30 that I did with the one and only Jay Aquarious last night. The second of two that I did last night because the first one, we did a 30-minute interview and I realized, the microphone's not on. The microphone was on, but it was not recording into the recording broadcasting software, So yeah, you're getting the second of two interviews with Jay Aquarious later tonight. At 6:30, we're going to air that right after the first song break. And then John will be here for the second half of the show. I know you got 11 pages. I'm aware. Where's what? Oh. Hold on. I just saw something. Let me put this on the screen here. Give me a sec. Save image. To downloads. Save. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this picture. This is from the Music is Art Festival. Back on Saturday, there's me. Interviews. Lexi is alive. Do you know what my email was when I signed it? No, I don't know what your email was when you signed it. But there's me at Music is Art with the chef's hat, with a spatula, at the grill. Technically, you see, I see what happened now. Why isn't this going away? There we go. Now you see, technically, you guys didn't know there was, like, the Musicians Lounge, the Jackrabbit Musicians Lounge, and I knew, so I went to go get the wristbands, and I brought them back to the table, and then if you guys went to get food, it was all food from the grill, so technically I gave you a barbecue. Yeah. What about that? Think about it. Spartan Maximo at fuckyoujoe.com. Doesn't count? What do you mean it doesn't count? It's the banana. Who's the banana? Bob Paul's the banana. Anyway. But, yes, I was, so, yeah, Music is Art. POTUS XXX had a booth. John and I accidentally stumbled upon it. And they're over there collecting signatures. They've got a petition collecting signatures for me to give them a barbecue. John is the first one to sign it. And then we watch some other bands, we come back. They've got like 7 signatures on the thing. I go see some more bands, come back. Rosie's kids are out there. They're just... Rosie's kids are out there just, if you guys like barbecue, you should sign this petition and make sure that guy in the ThinkSoJoe shirt gives us a barbecue. And they end up getting like 11 pages. If you type something, can I read it out loud in my best announcer voice? Maybe. It depends what it is. I don't know. I'm not going to commit to something if I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I was... They got 11 pages of signatures. And then I stole the grill on stage. Oh, that's you. You're the one that was doing it. Okay, you're the one that got 11 pages of signatures by playing up the adorableness factor of kids. Like, oh, you should sign our petition. They gave you a live microphone. I want to know what Maximo wants me to say. I'm not going to say it unless I know what it is. But yeah, no. So, and then I stole the grill during the POTUS Triple X set. That was straight up Leland's idea. Not gonna lie, I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. And Leland's like, oh, you're the villain. You should just steal the grill. I'm like, okay. So I stole the grill. And then I danced around on stage like an idiot for 20 minutes before they played Pre-Pandemic Fart, and then I sang some backup vocals on that song before I went back to dancing around like an idiot in the back of the stage. But, yeah, it was a good time. Music is Art was a good time. John played his first set with XM Priory. I'll let him tell you about that when he gets here. Again, John, I texted John earlier today. I told him come around 7 because we got a 40-minute interview that we're going to air in the 6:30 slot with Jay Aquarious, who was not at Music is Art. The first time I've seen him basically every year at Music is Art since I've known him, but he was not at Music is Art. He was in New York City. We'll talk about that in that interview. You'll see that around 6:30. He's got a great new album out. It's a double-side EP called Distortion and Symmetry with lots of special guests, and we'll talk all about why it's a double EP instead of a single LP, and who these guests are, and how these songs came together. You'll hear all about that in the 6:30 hour. Jay was a great guest. Really, it was a long time coming to have him actually in the chair here. So he I'll move that microphone out of the way before John whacks himself in the head with it when he gets here. So we've been trying to do this interview for since the beginning of this month. We've rescheduled and rescheduled again, and we finally got it done twice because the mic wasn't on the first time. The irony being, I think I mentioned this in the in the recorded interview that you're going to see. The irony being, when I first met Jay Aquarious was at the All WNY Awards. We were having them at Ryan Garnett's house for some reason, and I don't know if it was shitty Wi-Fi or just my laptop sucked or what the deal was, but the stream kept crashing, and we didn't get any. I don't think we got any usable footage out of what we were doing there. We could have. I don't know. It might be on my laptop. Well, no, because it wouldn't be on this laptop. Because I got this laptop after that. Because I'm like, oh, this laptop will handle video nice and smoothly, unlike that other one that did not. So we'll put Jay Aquarious in the same category as XM Priory of when I do things with them, things go wrong. Happy Wednesday, Mark. You missed the picture of me with the grill, giving the POTUS Triple X guys. It was over at their booth. You can see the flag in the background there. Yeah, it's a fun time overall. I want to talk more about it when John gets here because John was with John was there too. I don't want to say John was with me most of the day because he wasn't. Because I saw him play, and then I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go see this other band, and then I took off and I saw another band, and John and I just met up occasionally throughout the rest of the night. Finally, just sticking together after it got super cold, and I'm just like, dude, I need to get my hoodie out of your car. It's too cold. I can't deal with this anymore. Had to leave the Karma Queen set early because it was just okay, I can't. It's too cold. John better also give you a barbecue. John was the first one to sign your petition. I'm watching I don't know if it was Coffin Hook or Gimme Gimme, one of those, some band on that stage, might have been Rad Ops, because they were all, like, back to back to back. And Chris from Green Jello walks up to me. And, like, we've talked. We know who each other are. We're not strangers to one another, but we've never actually, like, met in person. She comes up to me, and the very first thing she says to me is, Dewey said you should give us a barbecue. So, yeah, this was permeating the Music is Art Festival. Actually, I'm gonna read a text I got after the Music is Art Festival. Give me a second, because I'm still in my Discord here, and my phone does not want to let me out of it for some reason. There we go. Okay. I'm going to read a text I got after the festival. So I went to see my friends in Karma Queen, and I invited them to come see me perform with POTUS, even though I had no idea what I was doing. And I texted Annie. I told her I left because it was too cold and I had to get a hoodie, and she said she missed our set. I said it basically consisted of me arguing that I never promised anybody a barbecue and then dancing like an idiot. You crushed it as usual. She texted me back. She says, don't let anyone pressure you to have a barbecue. Don't let anyone pressure you to have a barbecue. I'm going to... I know your kids are watching this, so I'm trying to watch my language a little bit here. This Friday, Bastard is releasing a brand new song named ILF. It comes out Friday at midnight and available for streaming everywhere. It'll be accompanied by a music video, as well as on top of all of this, there is a new Bastard shirt that's available as well. It'll be brought on tour with us and available for purchase. This tour is going to rip it. It is going to be the... Let me try that again. This tour is going to rip. It is going to be the Bastard It's Looking Fucked, otherwise known as the BILF Tour. Stopping in Lowell, Massachusetts. Hold on, I got to read it over here. Stopping in Lowell, Massachusetts, Burlington, Vermont, and Glens Falls, New York. Come one, come all for the special Bastard surprise as well. I will be giving a... Nope, not saying it. Nice try. You almost got me. You're seeing a shadow walk back and forth. I know. She's watching, but she can't see your... She's watching from Facebook, so she can't see your... She can't see your comments for whatever reason. Like, the Facebook comments will go to YouTube, but the YouTube comments won't go to Facebook, I think is what the case is. Yeah, you did try to get me at the end there, but you didn't. Trust me, I know what I'm reading. Like, it will go in, like, one ear and out the other, and I won't remember it later, what I'm reading, but, like, as I'm reading it, it's like, I ain't saying that. Yeah. I could do that again, though, if you want me to, and you can clip it and do whatever you need to do with it. Baldy. Laura, tell him about my hair. Yeah, I insult everyone on Facebook. Here you go, Maximo. I'm going to do this again for you. You can clip this and you can use this, okay? This Friday, Bastard is releasing a brand new song named ILF. It comes out Friday at midnight and available for streaming everywhere. It'll be accompanied by a music video, as well as on top of all of this, there is a new Bastard shirt that is available as well. It'll be brought on tour with us and available for purchase. This tour is going to rip. It is going to be the Bastard It's Looking Fucked, otherwise known as the BILF Tour, stopping in Lowell, Mass., Burlington, Vermont, and Glens Falls, New York. My corn hair is gone. Did I cut the braids off to get today's promo picture? No. That's all Photoshop. Your corn hair is gone, Joe. It's not the 90s anymore. Don't say get you in the end. It sounds too fun. No, so I did today's thumbnail. Like, I was running behind, and I'm like, I could, I've been dealing with this sinus thing for like a week now, and I was trying to, like, it was just too much, so I went and laid down, and by the time I got out of bed, it was like 2:30, 2:45, somewhere around there. And I'm like, I got to get promo up for the show. What am I going to do? And I'm like, so I go on, like, Song Facts, and I'm like, what's today in music history? Like, oh, Nevermind came out. I could throw John's face on the baby. And then there was, where's your thumbnail? What thumbnail? And then there was, like, Blood Sugar Sex Magic from the Red Hot Chili Peppers came out on this day in history. And then I saw, like, oh, SLC Punk premiered on this date. Like, oh, cool, I'm going to do that. And I looked up on Wikipedia and I saw, oh, okay, that's accurate. And then I did the whole thumbnail, and then I realized that it's accurate in Germany. It came out in the U.S. in when it premiered at Sundance in January, and then didn't actually get a theatrical release until April. And I'm like, I already put all this effort in. I ain't doing it again. Forget it. So, yeah, SLC Punk thumbnail for today. We did, but John, when I was talking, I put the thumbnail in the Discord, the band Discord, like, hey, check it out. This is the thumbnail for this week. I made John Heroin Bob, and mentioned that it was either that or the Nirvana baby with John's face on it. And John says, I want to be the Nirvana baby. I want to see what that looks like. So there's John as the Nirvana baby. The alternate thumbnail for this week's show. He asked for it. And that was just I threw that together. I'm a thumbnail. You're a thumbnail. Anyway. That was the alternate for today's show was John as the Nevermind baby. Did I know that Dewey blasted you in the eye with the confetti popper during the set? No, I didn't. I saw one of them I saw like something happen. I thought it was just like one of them like didn't shoot off or something. What do I mean? That looks normal. More like a hangnail. My friend's watching, no more cussing. Okay. Rosie's kids are watching. I'm trying to watch my language here. Which is abnormal for this show. I'll tell you what, where's the button? I got a button here. Let me find this button. There it is. All right, I will try to censor myself if I need to swear. But you can blame Maximo for the swearing, because I was reading his promo for the Bastard tour. Kids already know that part. Yeah, they've never heard curse words. No, I know. Ever? Rosie's kids have never heard curse words. I totally believe that. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, they didn't just totally see a POTUS Triple X show the other day. I had a blast at Music Is Art. We left early. We left at like 9:30 because John was tired. F word, B word, and F word. No, I got the button. So if I want to say f***, I can say f***. I have that button. I just never use it. We left at 9:30. I wanted to see Green Jello, but like John wanted to go home, and I'm like, well, he's my ride, so I ain't gonna tell him no. Like, I've been here since 11 a.m. I've seen basically everybody I want to see. I got nothing to do for like half an hour before Green Jello comes on. Rosie's making Taylor Swift references in the chat. When Maximo was screaming, I'm f***ing tripping, flying naked through the sky. Yeah, I don't know, man. I saw like so many bands. The skate park stage was like ahead of schedule. I think because XM Priory started. You didn't want to see Green Jello either. I felt bad telling you guys I was leaving because I'm like, John wants to go home. I kind of do too. Like, I want to stay, but I also have work. $9:30 is the 8. Is John 8? He wanted to go home at 9:30. He was tired. Yeah. But yeah, I figured John had to get up early, get ready to go to the show. Yeah, it was so cold. Like it was nice up until the sun went down. And I was sitting watching Karma Queen, and that was my first time sitting down all day too. Was like I went over to the Karma Queen set and like they had chairs all in front of the stage. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch them play. And I'm just like, oh man, like it's getting so cold. I don't want to stay here. Like I want to stay and I want to watch, but I also want to like go home and warm up, or not go home, but like text John and be like, dude, I need to go to the car. I need to get my hoodie. It's cold. So then I text John. He's like, oh, I'm over by the silent disco. I'm like, oh, good. You're right around the corner from me. I'll be there in 5 minutes. So, and then I hung out with John for the rest of the night. Maximo's, yeah, it's weird because, like, when I was younger, I never got cold, ever. Like, I would go outside with my friends when they were smoking. Like, I didn't smoke, but my friends all smoked, and I would, liked hanging out with my friends, so I'd go outside with them, and it'd be dead of winter, right? And I used to have those, trip pants that had the zippers that you could unzip and they become shorts, right? So I'd go outside and my friends are all huddled up and trying to keep warm. They're all bundled up in their jackets and I'm just like, you guys are nuts. And I'm like taking my jacket off and I'm unzipping the pants down to like shorts and I'm just standing there in t-shirt and shorts like, you guys are crazy, man. It's not cold at all. And the idea being it makes them colder because they're like, how are you warm? Like, no, I'm fine. Now, yeah, I needed a hoodie at like 64 degrees. So, yeah, it was bad. You just got off the phone with Scott. He wants me to cancel the show and help him move home. Yeah, okay. There was a silent disco on the Star Trek cruise. I never heard of that before then. That is BANANAS. I think you added a couple. BANANANAS. Yeah, you added a few there. They've always done the silent disco at Music is Art, but that was I went to my first one 2022. I actually went up because one of my friends was DJing. And it was his first time DJing sober. So I was like, oh, man, I got to go support him. So I made my way up to the silent disco. I'm like, I have no idea what's even going on. There was headphones. You could change the channels on the headphones and listen to, because there were three DJs. So you could listen to any one of the three. Or you could just take the headphones off and just watch everybody's dancing and having a good time, but if you don't have the headphones on, there's no music playing. It just looks weird. Aw. Maximo says, Rosie, no one needs to hear your nerd shit. And she said, Maximo, you are my nerd shit. This is going to come in real handy when I have to do shorts for the podcast, because I'm always censoring those. So that's going to come in real handy, actually censoring the show before it goes out, or while it's going out. I might do that every week now. Just figure out how to MIDI map that button and just have a button right here in front of me. But yeah, I went, so I go up to the silent disco, And I went up to the silent disco. This is 2022 now. This was the first year Living Brain Dead played Music is Art. And I'm texting John. I'm like, I'm up at the silent disco. He says, oh, you know, where are you? I said, dude, there's this really like good looking girl with a light up hula hoop. I'm standing right next to her. And he comes up and he's like, I can't find you. I don't know where you are. This girl's still next to me with this light up hula hoop. Like, you cannot miss this girl. So I sent him a picture of the DJ I was there to see. And then he came found me. I'm like, you found me with a picture of the DJ, but you didn't find me when I told you there was a cute girl near me, right? Like, Scott wants me to plug the new sponsor, the oil industry. Yeah, okay. Did you know the U.S. government, as of 2022, the U.S. government had 1.5 billion pounds of cheese stored in bunkers? That's actually true. Rosie asked, got milk? I'm going to actually throw the song break early because this interview is 40 minutes long. So I want to make sure we are able to squeeze that in. So we're going to throw a song break early. We're going to start with a song from our boys in City Divide. They are playing somewhere outside of Niagara Falls for once. As part of the next chapter, it's Under the Black, City Divide, and 1 Foot Up. That's Friday, September 25th, this Friday. Doors at 6 p.m. at Rock and Roll Heaven, 1788 Orchard Park Road in West Seneca. It's $15 pre-sale, $20 day to the show. It's ages 21 or an adult, ages 21 and up, or 18 with an adult. And this is City Divide, and this song is called Home on LWNY, the ThinkSoJoe Show.
Unhealthy obsession.
It's just how I feel, I feel
Take two. All right. I'm ThinkSoJoe. This is Jay Aquarious.
Yes.
And we're doing this again because I messed up. That's on me. The mic was not on.
It be like that.
It was on, but it was not recording, so we had to restart. We were half an hour in.
It be like that. It's recording now.
It is recording now.
Okay,
Yeah. I looked and I saw it was grayed out. I'm like, why is it grayed out? Like, oh. Anyway, so we're basically going to have the entire same conversation we just had. So you just got back from New York City.
Yes. I not only was on supporting Akira show, one of my best friends at New Year Fashion Week, but I also was at the Wavy Awards. I was there for 10 days. I haven't stayed outside of Buffalo for that long, so it was a whole new experience. I'd never been in New York City before either. That was my first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We didn't say that on the first recording. This is
I
new information. No,
so,
I didn't know you've never been to New York City. Okay.
I've been in passing a bunch of times.
Okay.
Like one of the I didn't say this in the last recording either, so this is new information. Oh, so I remember the last time I was in New York City, I got stranded in New York City for a little bit. I found my way out, but just to get stranded in another city. But I found my way out of that one too. So it was around the time of it was right before the blizzard.
Okay.
That happened in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So I was leaving Philly. I took a solo trip to Philly for the first time. And I was on my way back, and they were saying, oh, the roads are too dangerous to go out at the time that you got to leave, and we're going to be you a 12-hour delay. 12-hour delay? No, that wasn't happening. Mm-hmm. So I got on another, how will I say this? I got on another bus that was coming next, and they let me in because they have some room. Mm-hmm. And I got to Syracuse, and they was like, oh, well, we're done from here. No buses are going to Buffalo at all. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. They're like, unless you want to try Trailways or Amtrak. I didn't get on Amtrak before. I wasn't ready for the train at the moment, and I went to Trailways, and they got me to Buffalo. Buffalo safely, too. So
Good.
I was like, so y'all lied. Y'all tried, but I don't know. It worked out with Trailways, so.
Funny enough, that's really similar to my first New York City experience. Because I was going to Philly. My plans got changed, so I ended up going to Connecticut instead.
What was my last time in New York City before this one?
Right. So I was going to Philly. I ended up in Connecticut instead. Met up with a friend out there. Had them take me, and I was not on a single bus I was supposed to be on. It was all like, let me get on. Hey, can I get on this bus or this early bus and go? And so like coming back, they dropped me off in Springfield, Massachusetts. Early. Greyhound let me get on the early bus. I went to New York, and I'm like, all right, I know, like, it's near Times Square, so I went to, like, back then they had, like, Toys R Us Times Square. So, like, that was the one place I went. I went to Toys R Us Times Square. I bought something for my daughter. I bought something for my mom, and then I hung out in Port Authority for the rest of the day. But, yeah, similar situation of, like, I wasn't supposed to be in New York City, but here I am.
It was, how do I say this? Every time I went to New York City previously in translation, mostly it was a chaotic experience, just going and passing. Like, before that was 9/11. Right. And then before that was, what was it? It was on the bus, and my mother witnessed somebody getting mugged at knife point. So it was like...
Not great experiences?
Yeah, it was, the 9/11 one was hectic. It was crazy because we were in New Jersey. And the bus driver was like, nah, like, it's crazy because all the paper was flying in the streets, I believe from the towers. All the way to New Jersey was flying in the streets. And the National Guard, I believe, was running around with AKs. And the bus driver said, nope, they're hearing the stuff on the news. They kicked us all off the bus and threw all our stuff on the streets and told us to go find a hotel because they're not going any further from here. And to us, that sucks because we don't know anybody we can live with in New York City, in New Jersey. Right. So I'm like, so you're just going to have us homeless on the streets right now until whatever figures itself out. Because I get it's a natural disaster, but at the same time, you're kicking out women and children.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like, my mom and this other woman, too, they were like, no, you are going to get on this bus and you're going to figure this out. You're going to do your job. Because even though it's dangerous, again, we got to get out of here. We can't just stay here because we don't know what's going on.
Right.
And we don't know where we're going to go. So, yeah, and then I think the second plane flew over us.
Oh, no.
I had PTSD from that to this day.
I bet.
Either it was that or a helicopter that was flying way too low over us, and I was just like, yeah, it was a chaotic day. I was 8 years old.
Yeah,
I was 8 years old.
I was at my girlfriend's house that night, and you know, all air traffic's supposed to be grounded, but we're in Niagara Falls, border city, right? So there's going to be helicopters and stuff flying over the border, watching the border. So, like, I just remember all the men in the neighborhood, like, just going outside and looking up, like, what's flying over us? You know, like, what's going on? Like, yeah, terrible night. I can't imagine, like, having that experience that you had. That's
like she was still trucking through and passing through. It took a lot of time, but it happened. But we saw everything. We saw the other plane hit the towers. We saw it come down. We saw it. It was crazy. So when going to the city, I just know that it's going to be a moment, and technically that's what happened. When I went, it was amazing.
I was gonna say it was a good moment from what we talked about earlier in the first recording here. So,
and ironically, the day I left was on 9/11.
Okay.
When I got there, it was on 9/11, so it was crazy, and I saw the lights beaming, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, wow. It's like we're back on that day, but it's in the future, and it's going to be more of a positive experience than that day. So I took it, you know, I made sure it was a great day. That was the day I was at the Langston Hughes house.
Right.
It was an event called Grown Folks Business, and it was a jazz event. And I went, and a friend of mine, we noticed it was closed. I was like, okay, they said not taking tickets anymore. It looks like it says it's canceled. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but we just know that we're here. We don't see the other two friends. It was me, Ethan the Clever. He actually co-wrote on the song, I miss Says Laid Back Sunny Day, but also Transformation on a new project. So what happened is that we called my other two friends, Akira Oshun and Kyla. Akira Oshun, we were there for her for New Year Fashion Week. So she is also featured on the project, Crowd with Beauty. So we were asking her where she's at. She's in front of the building. I'm like, okay, well, you know, come over here because it's closed. We don't know what we're going to do next. And she's like, okay, well, actually, you come here. I'm like, why are we coming here?
Right.
So it turns out they came in, they actually were inside the building, and what happened with them, they came inside first because upstairs was closed, but they found the side was open and went to the side, and it was like, oh, hey, you know, this must be the event. They were like, no, it's actually canceled. They didn't know who they were when they walked in. It was the homeowners. So they were like, okay, well, we're going to be out. You know what I'm saying? They were like, no, it was older black people. And they were saying, hey, we're talking about the world today, politics, the black community, and stuff going on with us, and we wanted to have a perspective of the younger generation. So that's how they ended up staying there in Langston Hughes' house. Now, if you don't know who Langston Hughes is, I don't know where you've been. Langston Hughes was a huge black figure from the Harlem Renaissance. He was a musician. He was very talented, and he made a very big impression on everybody. So after he passed away, homeowners, people in the black community wanted to make sure that he actually had his stuff there and that it didn't change and it looked the same since, you know, ever since he passed. They preserved everything. And because they're having that conversation, I was able to come inside. So I came in, and we had this long conversation for hours. We were supposed to go to this event after called Human versus AI, roast battle, like comedian style, like rap battle style, Human versus AI. I don't know how that was supposed to go, but I wanted to see it, but we missed it. Because we were there, and I got a chance to sing.
It's amazing.
Yes. I sang in this house. So I'm proud of that.
You gotta go do the Motown tour in Detroit.
Oh Lord.
It's Gordy Berry's apartment, preserved as it was in the 70s.
Oh, there's almost a no. Okay.
Yeah. And then you go, but then like you go down through the studio and they take you into the studio. They teach you how to sing and dance to My Girl, like to do the Temptation Walk, and you sing My Girl. So you get to say that you sang in Studio A at Motown, which is amazing. You gotta check that out if you ever get out to Detroit.
Okay.
But that's still not as cool as like you were just hanging out in the house and they're like, "Yo, sing for us," like
because
a historic artist's house, Like.
Yeah, I mentioned I do music, and they wanted to hear me sing, and I sang. I sang Love High and I Miss Us. And they liked it. All
right, so you just released a new album. We're going to do this again.
Yes.
All over again. All right. Distortion and Symmetry,
yes.
Side A and Side B.
Yes.
A 41-minute double-side EP, which is split into sides A and B,
yes.
as opposed to a full-length album. Now, we've already talked about this story, but that was a previous recording, so we got to do it again.
Yeah.
So what was the catalyst here for Side A and Side B as opposed to one full-length album?
So why it became Side A and Side B is because of how it was introduced to me. The producer, Little Paul, back in 2016, it was a Christmas event. He came up to me, and he was like, "I would love to produce for you," but he had nothing out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, when you have something, let me know, send it my way." And that's what he was doing. He was making beats over since then, just passing me beats like, "Hey, what do you think it is? What do you think of that? What do you think of this?" And he was making them for me. And I loved them. I thought they were coming out really, really good. Now, the problem I was having was that, I felt like it was very estranged from the sound I was building.
Mm-hmm.
And Try and Figure Me Out just came out. So I sent it to him as a reference along with some other songs because he wanted some references to see, if he can capture what I'm doing now, too. And then that was the first one I got the first beat I got was the beat to Stay Alone. So that I was like, this is going to be a good project. This is going to be a good project. And it was supposed to be my debut LP. The music was supposed to be my debut LP, but the music he was producing had two vast differences. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, we got to figure something out. He's like, well, I do hear that, they have different sounds. How about this? We make it a double-sided project. A double project. You have a side that's that's the distortion side. Basically, it has the dancing, the hip hop, the pop, the techno, and the other side has the R&B, the pop, the funk, the traditional 80s style type sound, the cinematic vibes. And he pitched the titles too. He was like, well, one side could be called Distortion, the other one could be called this, that, whatever, Symmetry, this. I'm like, oh, Symmetry, Distortion and Symmetry, perfect. And I didn't put this in the last video, but if you look at the Lips music video, I actually Easter egg it in there.
Okay.
When the TV goes on, it says Mix It Up TV, and it mentions Distortion and Symmetry in there. So I was basically preparing people for this project for years, about almost 5 years now.
Okay. Have to go back and catch that.
Yeah. It's Channel Lips.
It's actually a great album title because Distortion and Symmetry are two basically completely different things. So so it really sets up for you have the distortion side, you have the symmetry side.
Yes.
As we were talking about before about in the previous recording about it's kind of like the Nelly sweatsuit, or like on the rock side of things like System of a Down, Mesmerize, Hypnotize.
Yeah.
Those kind of things, which is you don't see a lot of people do. I think this might be the first time I've seen somebody release a full length as a double LP, a double EP rather.
Yeah, double EP.
Right.
Yeah.
And we had talked in the previous recording about potentially putting out on vinyl.
Yes. Vinyl was actually, because we talked about potentially I was gonna put the sounds in there for a vinyl. But it was like, if I would turn this into a vinyl, it's going to sound redundant.
Right.
Like, you don't think your vinyl is acting like this, but no, it's the track.
Right,
so that's why I took them off the project and just focused more on the rest of the imagery that I wanted to create sonically.
So when you do vinyl, you're going to have your producer, produce it for vinyl, mix it for vinyl, because that's... We didn't plan vinyl for our first release in my band. We did 4 copies through I can't even think of the name of the website, but You know, it was like $30 each for a copy, and so we got 4 copies made, one for each of us, and like it really sounded not great on vinyl. And then we mastered this one, this is the latest one, Makeover. We did that for vinyl. Like we did it ourselves, but it sounds great on vinyl.
Good.
So, you know, especially like with a hip hop R&B album, you got a lot of bass tones, and you got to kind of like reel those in a little bit, because they're gonna make the grooves too wide. It's gonna skip. So that's, you know, one thing to watch out for when you do end up doing that.
Didn't know that. Thanks.
So now we were talking about vinyl. We were talking about classic albums. We were talking about your album cover here.
Yes.
Which is sort of reminiscent of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, I was told. Yeah.
I didn't make the connection until you mentioned it, but I definitely see it.
Yeah, like I showed it to one of my homies. He's a producer, a hip hop producer, and he was like, I showed him the cover. He was like, "Yo, that's giving me rock vibes." Because we was talking about like who would want to buy the vinyl, and we said more than the rock market would want to buy it, and I said I can see why, because you know it does make you think of Pink Floyd.
We were talking during that previous unrecorded episode, I guess we'd call it, but we were talking about like I know the rock fans are buying vinyl, and there's been a huge vinyl resurgence. The Swifties buy vinyl. Yeah. I know that much. But I don't know how much of the R&B hip hop crowd is collecting, and which is
R&B crowd is definitely, like, Beyonce has definitely been doing it with the vinyl, sure. And Cardi B has been doing it with the vinyl too right now. So R&B hip hop has been seeing a surge in hip hop, and I thank Cardi a lot, because Cardi right now is really trying to bring the in-person part of doing press back to life, mall appearances, record store appearances. Like right now, before she goes on her performance tour, she's doing a whole record store tour throughout the entire U.S. So if anyone has a record store, she's doing meet and greets, and meeting with all her fans, taking pictures with all her fans, and just doing a lot of that. And I thank her for that, because record stores started leaving, and now it's like, oh, you had a mainstream artist like Cardi B. If you're a record store, she's going to be at your location. She, you know. So an artist like that can help boom an economy. So it's like, she comes to your city, you're going to want to make sure you look good, make sure you're ready, that you sound good, make sure you're up to par. So people going to make money when she shows up. So I'm like, she coming to Buffalo. Nope.
Right.
Nope.
It's not like we don't have record stores. We got plenty of them.
That's a whole other topic. Yeah, I forgot we do sell record stores. I thought we closed all of them.
We got 3 locations of Revolver Records alone. We got Black Dots. We got I can't remember what the name of the place is, but I was just there a couple of weeks ago.
Doris Records. I think Doris Records is still a record store.
I can't remember this place. It's like somebody's closet is like the name of the store, and it's like we went there after band practice because my bass player, my other guitar player, just got a cassette deck in his car, and he's like, I gotta buy a tape. So we called up the record store. You guys sell tapes, and we ended up going there. So
we need the resurgence of the physical copy so we can sell more records. You know, because online streaming has messed up a lot of stuff. Like it worked and then it hasn't worked. So we need to be able to sell the physical copy so we can really, really recoup our funds.
For sure, because we're not making anything on streaming.
We're not. Like, Tidal you make the most money on, but not many people are pushing Tidal. Spotify is like A1, and you get the least there.
I am a Tidal subscriber, and that's partly because I do DJ on occasion, and that's the one that's most DJ friendly. But
okay.
But yeah, you make the most money there. You make the least, I think, on Spotify, which is what most people are pushing. And I listen to music on YouTube Music, so because I get the premium and I don't get the ads on YouTube and all that. But yeah, like you go to sell a CD and people tell you I don't even own a CD player, which is insane.
I mean that's how technology is gone. Like you don't even have ports inside of laptops anymore where you can actually just put the CD in. Like Medusa, my homie Medusa, they had sent me. I remember we did an event with Spud called Spud and Guts, and Medusa helped me create some CDs to sell and surprised us with a CD with the 3 of us on the cover, and it was a compilation project with our music on it. And I thought that was really, really dope, but I don't know what's on there because I've had a port since to put it in. I don't know what songs on there.
It's because we got our CDs in before we got our vinyl, and I gave everybody a copy of the CD, and my singer was like, "How's it sound?" I'm like, "Why don't you just listen to it?" So I don't have anything to play it in. She put it in her PlayStation, wouldn't even play it in her PlayStation, and I'm like, well, what do I have around here? I've got a CD player in here. I've got a CD player in the dining room. I've got my Xbox 360 is in my bedroom. The Xbox One's in the living room, so those all play CDs. And then I have a CD drive in here that I actually hooked up yesterday because Metallica's doing a cover song contest. I'm like, well, let me rip this, and then I'll just get the stem splitter and just play over the drum and bass stems. And but most people I know tell me I don't even have a CD player. I think more people now have record players than CD players. So,
because vinyl came back in style faster because it's older.
But as I had mentioned to you earlier, it's really expensive to do vinyl. It costs us, I think, like $1,400 for 100 copies.
Not surprised.
So, yeah, it's pricey.
Yeah, and what else was I going to say? So here's another thing I just thought about it now. Usually we're on to the next thing. Mm-hmm. Because I remember when CDs came in, CDs came and almost went because of streaming. Mm-hmm. Like right before that we had cassettes. When I was born, cassettes were still in. And before that was the vinyl. So you had the vinyl, then you had the cassettes, then you had the CDs. And literally within the 10-year span of the CD came streaming. And streaming has been dominating for almost 30 years now. Like, people feared streaming at the end of the 90s. And here we are, streaming. It has been nothing but streaming.
I think people fear new technology as it comes along. Like, even when the VCR came out, it was like, they were like, well, people can just record whatever they want and watch it whenever they want. And you had to have, like, Mr. Rogers go to the Supreme Court and say, yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. And you can sell CDs and it will sell VHS tapes. I thought this is another thing I really miss too, because I'm a very visual artist. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very visual. And for me, I would love to recoup the funds on the visuals that I make. Because right now you're just making it in hopes to make money from an algorithm or from a social media platform and YouTube. And you got to hit a certain nail before you can sell anything. And that's not like that if I had, made a DVD of my stuff and put it on the table for you to buy. Mm-hmm. I make money off it instantly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you get what you want and plus some, and I get what I want.
It's really, like, a lot of these platforms, too, if you were on them early, you probably made a lot of money, but now that they're figuring out what the business model is, there's things like YouTube where you got to have, 1,000 subscribers and so many watch hours. And
from my understanding, they weren't making any money. Everybody was dropping shit for free.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know, I'm looking at these monetary requirements now and trying to, build my brand, and it's like, okay, but, how the hell am I supposed to hit this many people, they want you to buy into the system, you know what I mean? You got to pay for ads and pay for sponsored placement and all that. It's ridiculous, man. They'll find a way. They will find a way. Whatever the new technology is, they will find a way to monetize it and make sure that you ain't getting it.
Absolutely. To me, that's high key. My bad.
No, you're good.
My thing is, it's high key annoying. High key annoying. Mm-hmm. It's so annoying, and I'm like, yo, we need to make more money and really make sure we're on top of our business. So that's what I've been doing recently, really focusing hard on the merchandise and making sure I have something to give to my fans physically and I can leave with so they can, have more and I can actually gain something from it too.
I think the average music fan doesn't quite realize that, we don't make money from streaming and, we barely make anything off ticket sales. So it is the merch table that's keeping us afloat and keeping us going and keeping.
And these shows don't be paying like that. Some of them don't even want to pay you.
Oh, I know.
A lot of them don't want to pay you. A lot of them. You put a dollar sign in front of them. Some of them run to somebody else.
I came up in a time where a lot of bands were paying to play shows as opposed to getting paid to play the shows. It's I always refused to do that. I thought it was ridiculous. I still think some promoters will have you like, oh, well, here's some tickets to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to sell the tickets. That's your job. You sell the tickets.
Yeah,
you
promoter.
get the people in here.
Yeah, like I'm not a promoter. You're not paying me to be a promoter.
And your job literally is to promote the show and sell the tickets. My job is to show up and play
as the performer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's been when I promote shows, that's always okay. You guys are getting a cut of the door.
Yeah, I've done that like twice only in my career. I've just done it twice, and it was big opportunity events.
Absolutely.
That was it.
Yeah.
But I definitely see what you're saying. How I say this? I don't know. Like I did that with the cupcake show. They wanted me to sell a certain amount of tickets in order to solidify my spot,
mm-hmm.
and I did. So that was good, but at the same time, it was like, what you said.
Let me put it out there though. Like, if your friends are selling tickets to a show,
yes,
and it's a big name show, whether you're going or not, buy the ticket.
That's what happened with me. Like,
you know?
People were like, "Oh, I'm not going, but I'll buy a ticket."
If you got the money, buy the ticket. If you're broke, we don't need your money if you're broke. You know?
No, like for real. Like they gave me people bought tickets. I remember this one guy. He bought 5 tickets for me,
mm-hmm.
and he was like, I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And then the day before, I decided to do a giveaway at 26. Like I just did a trivia. Like, okay, just answer certain questions and you can get a free ticket. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So. Whether you showed up or not, I still got rid of them tickets, and I got to the door.
Yeah, I mean there are definitely some shows where it's like, this is an opportunity for me, and I don't care if I make the money.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time it's like, no, if we're making the effort to be there and set up and play and give you our time.
Yeah.
We want to be able to put back into the band and make, in our case, make more merch and make,
Yeah, like I would rather, I didn't even get it because of all of that. I didn't get really a chance to focus really on my merch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was so focused on making sure I sold them tickets to get to
mm-hmm.
the door. It's like you can focus on one thing at a time. If you have a team, that makes things easier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have that kind of team. So it was tougher for me to figure that out. But, yeah.
All right, back to your album.
Yes.
Let's get this kind of back on track. We're actually longer now than we were in the last time already. So,
whatever.
And we haven't even gotten to this.
Yeah.
You got a ton of guest artists on this.
Yes.
Which is it has Game Time, Sun
Mm-hmm.
Scotty, Kennedy, Plax and Mark Lee.
Yep.
One more time, you say.
Hero Show.
And Pamazon, K-Rob, and Megan. And you have Caged Bird, which also is credited to Yuli, Kennedy, Michael Farrow, Pamazon, and Tyler Westcott.
Yep. I worked on that song. I started working on that song 10 years ago. I was working with this producer, and I think he was, I don't know if it was the person to he, but I wouldn't say that. This producer was phenomenal. And I said, I want to use one of your beats, but they were like, nah, because they just sold it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I was already writing the song. I already had the lyrics, and I had the melody. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And I already was in my mind, I'm like, I want a 5-part harmony in this. I want to change it up and do something different. So with that song, I was like, who would I want in that song to do the 5-part harmony? Immediately I knew I wanted Pam. Immediately I knew I wanted Tyler Westcott. I knew I wanted them in there. Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted them in the song. Knew it. Yeah, so ironically, the part that Pam sang was going to be Kennedy's part, and Tyler Westcott was going to do Mike's part, but they ended up switching. So it ended up being Pam doing soprano, first soprano, Kennedy doing second soprano, me doing alto, Mike Farrell doing tenor, and Tyler Westcott doing bass.
Okay.
So Yuli did the intro and the outro. I saw Yuli when I was doing, because I just started doing shows for the Asian community in Buffalo. And I met Yuli at the grand opening at the Asia Center Mall.
Okay.
Yuli was singing. I said, I need that. I need that song on Cage Bird. I need that. And I reached out to Yuli. Well, Uli. I'm sorry, Uli. I forgot. Sorry, I keep saying it. I keep saying his name wrong.
Like me saying your name wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right. You said it right at the beginning, though. You said it right. Both times at the beginning, even in the previous recording, he had it right, so we good. Uli. So Uli is doing the intro for that and the outro for the song, and I felt like it was perfect. And yeah, I'm so happy. I felt like I still got it done. Well, I sang the original melody for Lil Paul because I was like, I really want to get this song out because it was supposed to be on Naked. And the producer was a song. It was a song for Naked. I was looking for producers for that project, and that's how I stumbled across the beat and then started writing that song. So same thing with Addictions. Addictions was supposed to have been for Naked as well, but the producer lost the beat.
Lost the beat.
He lost it.
Okay. I lost an entire interview, so I'm notorious for this. The first time I met you was we did the LWNY Awards at Ryan Garnett's house.
Oh,
and for whatever reason, like, I don't know if it was bad internet or my laptop back then just sucked or whatever, like, our stream was not working, so that whole thing got lost. So I'm notorious for losing shit.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I'm notorious for losing stuff, so I can't even question, like, how do you lose a beat? Like,
it happened.
It can happen.
It happened when I was shooting Unstoppable. There was some shots shot with a drone, and all the drone shots got I don't know, something happened with it. There was a malfunction, and all the drone shots were missing. All of them. And I was so mad because they were good shots. But it's the nature of working digitally. Or anything, there's an error, but yeah. So with Addictions, it was supposed to have been on the Naked project. Same melody, almost the same message. At first, it was just going to be about just making poor decisions in general, but I decided to make it more striking by making it about addictions. So, yeah.
Well, the album's fantastic. It is available now. It is a double-side EP, so you have to listen to two separate things to listen to the whole thing, which is Distortion and Symmetry Side A and I can't even say it now. Distortion and Symmetry Side B. Both fantastic. I'm gonna go back and listen to Side B again because I kind of by that point was like, all right, I got to jump in the shower. Like I was listening to it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna wear the headphones in the shower. I couldn't get it to play on the speaker in there, so I'm like, all right, I had it on my phone, but I'm gonna give it another listen because it sounds like I could hear the harmonies in Caged Bird, and I want to kind of go back and just hear them in a full like from an actual speaker instead of just my phone speaker. So.
Got you. Yeah, like, I think it's great. I really love that cover. I did a good job with that cover. I designed it myself.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
I want it to look like I had the chance to soar into space. So I wanted to look like, oh, there's a window. There's a way out. I can soar. I'm ready to fly. Like even with the back cover.
Let's take a look at that back cover, because that's where we were when I realized we were recording. We got it right here.
There you go.
Okay. You got wings on the back cover.
Yep.
All right.
I actually have the wings on the cover, too. It's just me posing.
Let me get a look back over there. Oh, there they are. You can barely see them, though.
Yep. It's subtle details.
Yeah, very, very, very prominent on the back cover, though.
Yep. There's a lot of details in that back cover that I put together, and I wanted people to understand, because like I said in the previous recording, in this recording as well, I'm a very visual person. So I'm actually creating a whole situation going on right now where it's just the trucks are loading in, the blueprints being laid out, everybody, this is the moment where everything is being figured out and something's being built and crafted in front of you. So you will see so many layers coming from this project. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming from this project. It's gonna be a while. This project is gonna be here for a while.
I'll be checking out all of it because it's a great album. It's worth checking out if you whatever kind of music you like.
Yeah,
it's a great album, start to finish. We were talking in the previous recording. I got Prince vibes from that intro.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
when I came up with the intro, it was me. Sorry.
Go ahead.
with the intro, I wanted to make sure every intro for every project, there's the cohesion and they are different. With one, it just went straight into the music. With Naked, straight into the music, but had an intro at the end of the song. And then there was Dream Reality, where the intro was an entire poem with an intergalactic background. And then, well, it was space meditation music. And with The Grapevine, it was a poem again, but with the instrumental to one of the songs on the project. And I let Lil Dame do most of the legwork for the intro instead of me doing the entire intro. I just did the tail end. And with this project, I said, okay, I wasn't going to do an intro. I was going to go straight into it like I did the first time. However, I felt like I needed to explain the necessary reason behind this project. I feel like it needs to be understood and really be driven, because it's very important and why what it's about and how it relates to my daily life. I have this desire for change. I need to get to the other side of where I've been really wanting to go. Now, I just look. If that's the case, I have to start within. So the whole process is me starting from within, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's what's going on. My caterpillar. I went from the caterpillar stage all the way to the butterfly stage, or at least the beginning of the butterfly stage for me. So there's something going on here. Some people see me and they're like, oh my God, a fairy. You know, a fairy, because technically those are fairy wings.
Right.
But I'm not a fairy, I'm a symmetry.
Okay. Like I said in the first recording, having grown up with like Death Row and Shady Records, and
yes.
they all had like spoken word kind of intros and kind of not only the Prince vibe, obviously the Let's Go Crazy, like again, that line slips my mind. I came up with it earlier, now it's gone again. But like, basically the album starts with the intro and it's like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yep. It's taking you on a ride, taking you on a journey, because that's what it's gonna be. The Source and Symmetry, I'm taking you on a ride that I've never taken people on before. It's gonna be a whole new experience, and that's my goal.
All right, that album's available now. You guys can listen to it anywhere you can stream music. Hopefully we get a vinyl release, CD release from you soon, and I'll definitely add the vinyl to my collection here. So.
Yes, I definitely want to make vinyls, because I think vinyls are very cool and very important.
I'll send you a link, because there's a company now that's doing, like, you could do one-off vinyls. They ship from the UK, but because it's considered educational material, music is considered educational materials, it's not subject to tariffs. So I'll send you the link, because I've got their site pulled up, because I'm like, maybe at some point I want to do that with my solo stuff. Mm-hmm. So that might, and it's like vinyl on demand. So like you're not paying anything up front, so it would save you that $1,400 upfront cost. Or you can order a few from them and just have them on your merch table, so you're not having to buy 100 at once or anything like that. One thing I did want to mention is me not being a fan of the local sports team. I hadn't heard this song until I saw you at Kenmore Porch Fest. You have a song where you say "Go Bills."
You're saying "Go Bills," but you won't even pay one.
Yeah, I had never actually heard that song before until I saw you at Kenmore Porch. I love that line, and then I'm like, okay, but I gotta leave now because the next porch is 20 minutes away.
No, for real.
So many bands, so little time.
It's called "Pay a Bill." It's on the last project.
I was checking it out earlier today. Yeah.
Yep. People love that song.
Yeah. Me not being a Bills fan, that was I love this. Especially having had people scream the Isley Brothers at me in a antagonistic kind of, shouting hey at me. Yeah, but my team's 3-0 too.
I made that just so I can make a Buffalo reference in a song, but also make it stand out on its own, because even if you're a fan, are you paying your bills? Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even a matter of repaying your bills. I'm coming at somebody that knows I'm paying their bills, and they're trying to get with me while they're cheating on somebody. Mm-hmm. You have priorities to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers don't pay their bills sometimes, whatever. Sometimes it has nothing to do with me. But it's becoming a problem now because you are trying to cheat as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should worry about your relationship and paying your bills. Then you should be over here worrying about me and what I got going on. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add before we go?
Yes, Distortion Symmetry is a phenomenal project that I love myself. It's my favorite project I've done. And I think that you will like it too. It's available on all platforms currently. I thought about taking it off of Spotify. I'm not going to lie. All this music off of Spotify. Just because, not only because of what we talked about earlier, but because of the whole, apparently they're using the funds to pay for AI weaponry.
I saw somebody post about that last night.
I got to do more research on that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, but currently that's where it is. So if you want to enjoy that, that's fine. But go subscribe to my YouTube channel because that's where you're going to get everything first and everything in full as well. There's live performances I have that's on there. There is the songs and there's the clean versions or anything of the sort, lyrics, videos, visualizers. There's the content that is really going to be out there. That is the page to find it and to be stayed up to date with me. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jay Aquarious. That's all.
Jay Aquarious, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. We finally made it happen. It's been we've known each other for way too long and finally made this happen. So.
Yes, and follow me on social media, Jay Aquarious, JayAquarious, on all platforms. And
do you want to throw to a song?
Yes.
What song are we playing on the show?
Stay Alone.
All right, this is Stay Alone from Jay Aquarious, all WNY, ThinkSoJoe Show.
Consistent, but that's just not how I'm feeling today.
Jay Aquarious on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show. That song was called Stay Alone. It's from the album Distortion and Symmetry, a 43-minute double-side EP. You're on screen. You're just blocked by the thing. You can see yourself up there. Anyway, guest artists on that album include Game Time, Son Scotty, Kennedy, Plax, and Mark Lee, Akira Oshun, Pamazon, K-Rob, and Megan, and the track Caged Bird, featuring K-Rob, is also credited to Uli, Kennedy, Mike Farrow, Pamazon, and Tyler Westcott. Great interview that you just saw with Jay.
I just showed up now.
John just got here.
Yes.
I told you to get here around 7, though, so you're good.
Yeah. Me and my mustache showed up.
I texted you. I'm like, dude, I got a 30-minute interview. I'm airing at 6:30, so just show up. It's like 7. And then it was a 40-minute interview, so it's like, oh, yeah, it's okay if you're late.
Yes. I had my debut show with Exham Priory.
Yeah, I didn't talk about it much in the first. I mentioned it, but I didn't talk about it. I figured I'd let you talk about it.
I had my debut show. Turned out, I mean, they were a little fast, except for the cover song. I kept this cover song was slow because I kept it slow.
Yeah.
Like, because if I went too fast, I would have messed up. But everything else, it still sounded good.
Yeah.
So, and I, got a show coming up soon.
Next Friday.
So we'll be promoting that maybe next week.
Probably.
And I got 3 songs to learn, so.
Next Friday at the Evening Star, yeah?
Headliner.
Headlining next Friday at the Evening Star. I'm not planning to be there.
I know you're not.
Yeah. Niagara Falls, man.
I know you're not. It's okay.
But yeah, no, I was there for your debut. It really like sank in as I was watching the bands on the skate park stage on Saturday that we weren't playing, because it's like,
I know,
because like, look at this lineup. It's like 12:30 was the Spit Sisters, and then it was you guys, and then it was the Clockers, and then it would have been us.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Revolting and the Sneers, and it's like, oh man, like that would have been the perfect spot for us. Would have been when we were supposed to play, but unfortunately we couldn't play. We don't have a singer yet, so.
Anthony was impressed by me though, what I came up with.
I
switched the songs around.
I was standing next to him, watching the show, and I turned to him after the set. I'm like, "What'd you think?" He said, "It was good. You did it really good." I said, "A little fast." He said, "A little fast."
Yeah, but I mean, I changed the drum beats.
Yeah. Well, we chalked it up to like opening show jitters that you were playing so fast. Like, nerves will make you do that, man.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
it's
like,
not a drum set I'm used to.
Well, and to be fair, Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido, and I are both like long-time Metallica fans. So we'll both remember back to a day where Metallica played everything faster than it was on the recording. So
and they keep up, yeah.
They
were able to keep up
Yeah, no, I mean, like even the one time I saw Nick screw up, where I thought like, oh, it's because they're going too fast. No, he told me it was because the sound guy kept telling them not to swear.
Yeah, the sound guy said it a couple times.
Which Matt from the Sneers is not happy about, by the way, because that was the only stage where the sound guy was telling people not to swear.
Yeah.
Like, I went over and I saw Rat Ops, and nobody's telling them not to swear.
Or
Coffin Hook.
PA line. They were swearing.
Were they? I only caught the first song, so... But yeah, the Music Art Festival doesn't believe in censorship, but apparently the sound guy at the skate park stage this year did. So, which further proves the theory that the skate park stage isn't really a part of Music is Art.
Yeah.
It's Music is Art's 20 miles that way.
Yeah, well, it was a cool experience to get back. I mean, I haven't played a show in like 4 months.
Yeah.
So it's cool to get back on there. And
you got to do that, and I got to do the POTUS thing where I stole the grill.
You promised everybody a barbecue, you and the little kids.
I didn't promise anybody a barbecue.
They made you a hill that night.
I know, that was
the gimmick.
That was exactly like, I'm like, what do I do? And Leland's like, maybe you should steal the barbecue. And maybe steal the grill. So like they're playing Joe's Barbecue, and I stole the grill. And Dewey commented on it. Dewey said to me later, he said, "Man, I thought that was brilliant that you stole the grill." I'm like, it was Leland's idea, but yeah, I thought it was cool.
So you still got to be part of it.
Yeah, but dude, that was everything I wanted, man. Was just to be part of Music is Art, even if it was just dancing around it like an idiot in the back of the stage, wearing a chef hat, you know.
You know, but like everybody said I killed it, you know.
Yeah, there's me with the grill, and there's you as the Nirvana baby.
Yeah, it's creepy.
You asked for it.
But yeah. So, next week, I 3 band practices and maybe 2. I don't know. And I gotta learn 3 songs by then. So that's gonna be the fun part.
You got this.
You
always got this, man. You always do this. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, and then you do it.
I just do it.
Yeah.
So when we got the music, I forgot everything.
We're pulling up to Music is Art, and it's like, hey, look, there's Nick, John, Gabriel, Lucido crossing the street to get to the skate park.
Oh, we almost hit him.
Yeah, we did.
It was my singer. We had a singer. Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Dan. I killed Nick.
Then you're in 2 bands looking for singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they all came up. I mean, after the set, they all said I did great.
Yeah, you did.
Even though it was fast, I said I did great. But
no,
when I go that fast, I can't stop. There's no stopping.
And then the whole rest of the day, you're like, oh, I messed up so bad on this one song. I'm like, no, you didn't.
I looked at the back of the video and you couldn't even really tell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know you messed up, but they don't know you messed up. Like I think as musicians, we put too much on ourselves to think like we have to be perfect. But we don't. Like, nobody notices. Other musicians might notice. The people in your band might notice. You're obviously going to notice.
Oh, you notice all the time.
I notice when I fuck up all the time.
I notice that too.
Yeah. We notice, but they don't notice. They don't. A person going to a show is going to enjoy the music. They're not going to judge you on your technical performance of the music. If the music sounds good, they don't care.
And Dan's wife put it better. It's rock and roll. You gotta fuck up.
It's good enough for rock and roll.
Good enough.
Exactly. Good enough for rock and roll.
You're playing raw. You know.
Yeah.
I don't freaking do sound the laptops anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done with that shit.
But the people in the crowd, they're there to vibe to the music.
Yeah.
Unless like you fuck up so badly that like, you know, you throw everybody else off and the song's a disaster.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna notice.
No,
nobody's gonna care. And that's just it. Like you know you messed up. I didn't know you messed up. And I know those songs, man, especially the song that you said you messed up on.
Yeah.
Like I have played that song in that band. Like I know that song.
Mm-hmm.
If you messed up that badly, I would have noticed. So you obviously didn't mess up badly enough for anybody to notice.
You know, I look forward to the future that, you know, to come, you know, see how, you know, with the writing music with them and see what I can do.
Yeah.
Because this style of music, if you like 90s rock, this is pretty much 90s grunge rock. They do.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But, it's out of my, comfort zone.
Right. It's not what you're used to. You're a punk rock, pop punk,
metal.
Yeah.
But no, bring that stuff into the band. It's cool.
I made the joke of like it's gonna be like that thing you do.
Yeah, I'm like Guy Patterson.
You're like Guy. You come in and you play the song too fast, and people are like
fast.
Somebody's like he's playing it too fast, and then it becomes a hit because you're playing it fast.
Yeah. And they gave me creative freedom. Like keep it like the song is. But if you want to change the drum beat, and they like it. Like when I come up with like how I changed the song, they loved it. Like at practice, like you get better. And they tell me this: you get better every time you come to practice.
Yeah.
and change things up. Because I don't, me and Anthony are totally different drummers.
Right. Absolutely.
So
I've been in bands with both of you.
totally different drummers.
You know what's funny is...
But Anthony's a really good drummer.
You know what's funny is I said to Anthony like that he was the only person that was ever in Think So Brain that I still talk to, and then I turned around and talked to Dave, who was also in Think So Brain. Like, oh shit, that's right. Dave was in Think So Brain for like a year,
Mm-hmm. But,
maybe 2. I don't know. We played a lot of shows together.
Well, yeah, I was happy, with it. So, as long as I didn't stop.
Yeah, no, exactly. As long as you just keep going, like nothing happened, nobody's gonna notice.
Yeah.
Like, as musicians, I think we put too much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect.
Yeah. You need to have fun.
Like, I'll say this, like, if I have an album, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I go and I see that band and they play it exactly like the album, I could have stayed home and listened to the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm paying for live music.
Mm-hmm.
Live music tends to have fuck-ups.
Mm-hmm. They're good. I mean, Travis Barker, he doesn't play like the CD.
Yeah.
He changes it up when he goes on stage. He could play a totally different beat, but goes with the music.
Like, to hear, like, a Metallica song now,
Mm-hmm.
like, especially some of the ones they play, like, every show, right? It's like...
Lars adds stuff every time, too.
Yeah, well, but, like, to hear these songs, like, to hear the album versions for me now is like, oh, yeah, that's what this sounded like. Because, like, I know the live versions, and I know the ad-libs James is going to do, and I know, things that Lars does, and, little flourishes that Kirk does that's not on the album. And, like, if I went to a Metallica show and they just played straight up, like, the album version, I could have stayed home and listened to that album. I didn't need to pay $400 for this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's like, you get nervous because, it's not your drum set.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was on my own drum set, I'd be more comfortable. But, like, sitting behind a kit at Music is Art, it's very uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, Ansel's like, I hope they have backup snare drums.
I didn't even get to use my new snare drum.
Yeah.
But I did have a backup one.
Yeah.
Like, I was hitting those things. Like, okay, I warned you guys. I didn't even have to say anything to sound guy. This is the lefty drummer? Oh, shit. They had like 3 people working on my kit.
Dude, it, like, hit me as I was watching. I'm like, wait a second. If we were still playing, they'd have to switch it lefty after Spit Sisters for you. Switch it back righty for the drummer from the Clockers.
Yeah.
Switch it back lefty for you.
Mm.
And then switch it back righty again for the drummer for Andrew from Johnny Revolting.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say.
It was also it was cool.
Johnny Revolting.
It was cool meeting up the drummer from the Clockers. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I didn't even talk to him, man. Like I'm like, I don't even know if he'd know who I am if I talk to him. Like usually when I see him,
he recognized me.
Usually when I see him, he's pretty hammered. So
no, he's doing good.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a few people come up to me and just like, "Hey Joe, what's up?" Fist bump, and then I just turned to whoever I'm standing with. Like, who the hell was that?
Oh yeah.
I did that. You were standing next to me the one time, and I think Ant was standing next to me the one time.
Maybe they recognize you from the podcast.
I feel like they either recognize me from the podcast, or I've booked them on a show, or maybe I've played a show with them and I just don't remember them. Like, I'm terrible with names and faces, admittedly. And I'm also terrible about saying, hey, who are you? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that. I will have whole conversations with you before you leave, and I turn to the person I'm with, like, who the hell was that? Because I used to do that all the time when I was promoting shows. I'd have no idea who the people were in the bands that I booked. Unless they were like, XM Priory or the Dreadnecks or Long Cold Dark or Lost Elysium or somebody, like bands I knew. Friends of mine,
Hmm.
So that's not, that's not, I'm terrible with names. I don't do well with them. All right, coming up on Saturday night at the Lounge at Revolution Gallery. That's a nice little place. You ever been in there? It's a block away from Revolver Records on Hurdle.
Okay.
So when Yellow Sauce played there, I came home with a DMX record.
Of course.
But anyway, coming up Saturday over there, it's at 1419 Hurdle Avenue. It is Council with special guests Glowstone and Goodbye Metro. It's Saturday, September 27th. Doors are at 7. Music's at 8. It's $15, 21 plus with valid ID. This is Goodbye Metro, and this song is called Bitter on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show. Laura asks in the comments, what on earth is this song that was Bitter by Goodbye Metro? You can catch them Saturday.
Fuck yeah.
What? What's going on?
Thanks for interrupting me, Goodbye Metro. That was the song wasn't over, apparently.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Anyway, catch them Saturday night at the Lounge at Revolution Gallery with Council in Glowstone. $15, 21 plus with ID.
We can swear, right?
Yes, we can swear now. I'm pretty sure her kids stopped watching. We can swear now.
Fuck. Watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah, but the problem now is that now if we swear and I'm not censoring it, now I have to censor it when I do shorts.
Shit. God damn it.
Yeah, I've been doing the shorts and I've been censoring them, so like, just because I figure like that might let YouTube push more of it out to more people.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I gotta say, I fucked up by putting Goodbye Metro in the third slot and Broken Locker in the last slot.
Why?
Because Broken Locker only has one song over 2 minutes, and it's not the song we're playing today.
Oh.
Now, at the end of each show, I have a button that I press when there's 2 minutes left in the last song.
Yeah.
And that brings up the, like, share and subscribe screen. It brings up the phone number screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it automates the whole rest of the show. I don't have to touch another button until the end of the show, and then I have to, like, manually stop the All WNY broadcast. But because the last song we're playing today is only 1 minute and 44 seconds, I got to press all these buttons my damn self.
Sounds like a you problem.
They commented and they thanked me for playing them on the show, and I'm like, yeah, could you guys write longer songs?
What style are they?
They're punk. We played with them. They're our homeboys.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's punk music. It doesn't have to be long.
I know.
I get the program here. We don't. What's the longest song we have on?
I have no idea.
You know.
To be honest with you, I just know we have an 8-song, 30-minute EP.
Okay. Yeah. Some of them are short.
Yeah, I know they're short. That's why it's only 30 minutes for 8 songs.
It doesn't have to be long.
I know it doesn't have to be long, but like when I play them on the I like having longer songs to play on the show because then it's like
not everyone could be like Metallica.
I know, but like I like having at least like a 3-minute song because then it's like okay, cool, like we can if one of us has to go to the bathroom or I need a refill on my drink or we got time.
Yeah.
These Broken Locker songs, man, we play them and we're like, oh shit, we're back. Or in this case, like, oh shit, I don't have 2 minutes to press this 2-minute button. So I have to make sure I hit all these buttons. There was the one time that I apparently didn't turn off one of the buttons, one of the streams. I don't know if it was the audio stream or the video stream, but Jasmine had it on, and like. I started uploading to the podcast platforms and all that, and then I clicked over to watch AEW.
Uh-huh.
And just Jasmine got scared because all of a sudden she heard pro wrestling happening. Like she didn't, because she just left it on. She didn't hit stop. I think she just assumed it was going to stop on its own when the show was over. Apparently I didn't hit the stop button.
Yeah.
So now I got to make sure I do all that, because usually it's automated. But because this song's only 1 minute and 44 seconds... I mean, I could, like, hit the button and then talk for 15 seconds, but then I gotta time it right, and, yeah. Write longer songs.
You're first. ThinkSoJoe Show.
No, seriously, like, keep doing what you're doing, guys. It's great. Like, I know it's punk, I know the songs are gonna be short. Like, that's why we barely play Rat Ops on this show, is because their longest song is, like, 2 minutes. So usually what we'll do with Rat Ops is we'll play a couple of songs. Like, we'll play one of the songs, and we'll play, hello.
Hi.
We'll play one of the songs, and then we'll play, like, one of the Bob Saget's.
Bob Saget. Love Bob Saget.
Maybe it sounds complicated. I should unplug my microphone and deal with it. Yeah, but then you can't hear John either.
Nobody can hear me.
We're on the same microphone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was actually nice today because I didn't have to like clean the studio because the studio was already clean because I did the interview yesterday. Clean it up. Clean enough to fit two people in here to do a podcast.
Miss the spot. It's fine. As long as I want to do that. You let me no choice to say that.
And then I'm sitting here and I'm doing the podcast and I look and I realize this microphone's extended right above your chair. I'm like, I better move this before John concusses himself again.
I will.
That is a heavy-ass microphone.
That will knock me the fuck out.
Yeah. It's almost knocked me the fuck out a couple of times. But, yeah. But, yeah, great experience Saturday at Music Bazaar. It was a great day, beautiful day.
Cold.
Got cold.
Cold.
Got cold.
That was the coldest one.
It got so cold at night.
That's the coldest one.
I don't know if it was the coldest one.
To me, I've been to 4. The last 3 weren't that bad.
That's the thing. I've been going for like the last 10 years, so like
the last 3 weren't that bad. This was pretty cold.
There was one down in the Delaware Park days.
When it was raining for you.
Yeah, like I went. Like Lost Elysium was supposed to play. A bunch of bands. I was gonna go see a bunch of bands, and it just starts pouring. So like, all right, I'm going to get through this because I want to stay at least until Lost Elysium plays, which was Brian's old band, right? So I want to stay till at least Lost Elysium plays. So I hopped a bus up to Home Depot. I bought one of them big umbrellas and start walking through the parking lot, and the wind destroyed this thing before I even got back to the bus stop. So I go back in. I'm like, yo, I just bought this thing. Like, here's the receipt. They're like, oh, here, take another one. Like, okay, cool. So I go out and, like, I didn't even get halfway through the parking lot. The wind destroyed that one. I'm like, guys, these umbrellas suck. And they're like, here's your money back. Like, yeah, thank you. So I'm like, all right. So I got off at Delaware Park, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go watch. And then it starts pouring again. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going home. So, like, it was bad. That was the worst weather, I think. There was a year where it was also at Delaware Park and Brian was playing, and I was there with Brian. And Brian was not only playing with Lost Elysium, he was going to play with this band out of New York City called Transgender Jesus. And they had this whole stage show planned, but as the day went on, the people, like, their set kept getting pushed back, so the people that were going to do their stage show with them were like, oh, you know, I got to go, I can't do it, you know. So they asked me to do it, which, you know, they gave me a poncho and, like, a flag, and I'm supposed to stand on in, like, a mask, and I'm supposed to wear this mask and this poncho. Well, it starts pouring. Luckily, I got a poncho. So I stayed relatively dry. But it started pouring during the Lost Elysium set, and they had to shut down Music is Art because there was thunder in the area. Yeah. Lightning. So, like, you know, and that's when I learned, like if you watched Monday Night Football last week, right, they had the rain delay, the thunder delay, because you cannot have an outdoor event happening within, like, I think it's like 7 miles of lightning, something like that. So that's what happened. They had to shut down. They're like, well, we're shut down for at least a half an hour. So we're all hiding under a tent, like where the sound booth is, you know, where the mixing board is for that stage, and just trying to ride it out. And then the show never ended up like resuming, which actually didn't suck too bad because it made Cute Is What We Aim For not be able to play. And fuck that guy.
Cute is what we aim for?
Yeah, Cute Is What We Aim For.
They're signed. They're like an emo rock punk.
I'm aware of who they are. I'm also aware that their singer, right before that, had said that, rape culture doesn't exist.
Oh, I used to like them.
And so Brian and I found this out on air.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Brian and I heard about this quote while we were on air, and we did this whole thing. It, like, made news of us talking about this guy. Like, how the fuck can this guy say that, you know, rape culture doesn't actually exist? Like,
they were playing Music is Art?
They were playing Music is Art. They were supposed to, but they got canceled because of the rain. And I'm like, good. Fuck that guy. What the hell's the singer's name?
I don't remember, but
He had some dumbass fucking name. I know that much.
I loved the music back then. But now, you telling me that, I can't be a fan anymore.
It's like, yeah, okay, tell that to the women that are getting catcalled every fucking day and, like, you know, being told, no, you can't wear that out because guys are going to do this. Like, no, guys shouldn't do that. That's what rape culture is blaming the victims and all that. So Brian and I got, like, we got some coverage on all WNY, when on all WNY News, because Scott got wind of what we were doing and wrote an article about it, and we're just like, yeah, fuck this guy. And then he was supposed to be playing right after Brian.
This guy that's been on fucking Warped Tour, he's just playing that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's not like...
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Well, it's not like big acts never play music as art, right? I mean, it is Robbie Takak's festival.
Yeah.
Green Jello plays every year, yeah.
That Asian band kicked ass.
Shonen Knife, yeah.
Fucking love them.
I caught, like, half a second of their set. I'm like, oh, who's playing over here? There's lots of people watching them. Like, oh, that's Shonen Knife, okay.
Fucking kicked
Like,
ass.
I think I was on my way to the Karma Queen set. So.
That's one of Robbie's bands?
Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he managed.
Yeah, but they will occasionally have a bigger band on Music is Art.
That's cool.
As opposed to, like, the Goo Goo Dolls have played it before.
Yeah.
Back in the Delaware Park days.
A lot of people are hating on Pink right now.
Are doing what?
A lot of people are hating on Pink right now.
Hating on Pink?
Yep. Yes.
What'd she do?
Unfollowed her. That's for sure.
What did she do?
Oh, we don't talk politics on this show.
Okay, then.
She was happy about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we don't talk politics.
Yeah. I just put it that way. She was happy about the whole thing. She said some stuff.
No comment.
No comment.
Anyway, yeah, not talking about it.
No.
I didn't want to talk about it when it happened. I don't want to talk about it now. We ain't talking about it.
No. But a lot of people, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I start following bands that are going people that are in bands going for girls underage too. That's common with big bands. I unfollow.
There's a band like I started listening to there's the emo project on Sirius XM. I started listening to that. I heard this song.
What channel is that? I would have loved that.
It's on the app.
Oh.
It's not like the regular channel. It's like
I would have loved that.
Yeah, it's a song. It's an app station.
It sounds like my station.
But like I put it on and there's this song that comes on and I'm like, oh man, I really like this song. And then I'm talking to Jasmine like a few days later and she's like, oh yeah, no, they're terrible. You do not listen to them. Like they do not support them. They are awful people. Like
see, a lot of bands are like that.
Yeah, like oh. Okay, and
I mean, not a lot of the bands, a lot of the members depends on the member in the band.
Yeah, well, apparently it was the band as a whole.
Oh, band as a whole.
Yeah, like they were just
garbage.
Trash, basically. And I'm like, but I really like this song, and I want to listen to it. Like, I just discovered this. I don't even get time with it now. Like,
yeah.
And I've listened to it a few times since, but I'm also like,
you gotta stop following bands like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's like me with Marilyn Manson. I grew up listening to Marilyn Manson, and when all those accusations came out, it's like, I can't support this guy. Like, sorry, dude, no more streaming. Like, I would fall asleep listening to Mechanical Animals. And in the first cut of the interview with Jay Aquarius, because that was the second take of it, because the first time the mic wasn't on, but we were talking about like he's got the distortion and symmetry, and side A is distortion, side B is symmetry, and we were talking about like Nelly's Sweatsuit album, The System of Down, Hypnotized, Mesmerized, and I had mentioned the Marilyn Manson and the Mechanical Animals. Marilyn Manson is side A, Mechanical Animals is side B. Like, and I'm also like in my. He put out an album called Sweat Suit. Side 1 is Sweat, side 2 is Suit.
I know.
I'm talking. That was the topic of conversation in the interview.
Oh, okay.
But I had mentioned in the original interview about Marilyn Manson doing that, and like I did not mention it the second time around because I didn't feel right mentioning him the first time.
Yeah.
Like, the charges have been dropped, right? So it's like, okay, maybe he didn't do the shit that they're saying he did, but also, like, read his book and he talks about doing shit like that, so it's like, I really don't want to support this guy. And then I'm seeing the set lists from his shows, I'm like, I kind of want to see these shows, but I also don't want to support this guy.
Even though he did a song with Ron Iraqi, but yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Team Craig.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just know, like, I put on that emo station. I heard this song I really liked. I told Jazz, like, yeah, I heard this song. I really like the song. She's like, oh, but you shouldn't listen to them. I'm like, oh, really? Why? And then she told me why. And I'm like, And then, like, I saw a post of theirs recently. And, like, half of the comments were about what Jasmine was telling me about. And it's like, oh, okay, so this, like, so people really are mad about this. It feels like there's a couple of bands in that vein, in that genre, that people are like, this band is awesome, but half of the audience is like, yeah, but don't you remember they did this?
I know, people don't forget.
And, like, you know, so for me it's like, okay, like, I know this accusation came out about this band.
Yeah.
And I don't want to support that if that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, again, like, I haven't listened to Marilyn Manson on streaming. Like, Nick sent me something. Our bass player sent me some Manson video of, you know, from, like, the 90s of them playing a different version of a song that was on one of his albums. And I watched that. But, like, I haven't gone out of my way to, like, listen to him because of, like, okay, you know, like, I think it's okay. I think it's blown over. I think, like, you know, all the lawsuits have been dropped and everything, but at the same time, you know, do I really want to support, like, or for another example, I just did, on Monday, I released the Michael Jordan painting, right? The reveal of the Michael Jordan painting. And when I was trying to come up with a song to use on meta platforms on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll ask AI, like, what's a good song to go with this painting? And when I asked, I was like, what's a good song that's not by R. Kelly that I can use for this painting? Because the obvious one to use would be I Believe I Can Fly, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to fucking support R. Kelly. Fuck that shit. So I'm like, besides R. Kelly, what can I use? And I think it ended up with the Alan Parsons Project, which I believe is some kind of hovercraft.
I didn't pick R. Kelly.
I know you didn't, and like after a couple of videos, I'm like, are you sure you should be using R. Kelly for those? And then I think she stopped using R. Kelly after that.
I got what's going on. I just do whatever. People love it. They keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I follow Jumbo Johnny on TikTok. I don't ever go on TikTok except to upload my shit. Like, I was on TikTok for, like scrolling through a little bit, and I'm like, I don't really care about anything over here. I'm going to go back to where my shit's already curated. Instagram and Facebook, where I'm going to hit a reel and like, oh, I'll watch this. Oh, yeah, I'll watch this one, too. Okay, yeah, I'll watch this. As opposed to TikTok, which doesn't know me very well, and it's like, like, you want content about making content. Like, I kind of do, but also no. You know?
Oh, I got to hunt down my stuff.
Hunt down your stuff.
Dan's got my gear.
Ah.
We don't practice Sunday, so I need it for Saturday.
Oh, you need that for Saturday. We're going to a Sabres game Saturday.
Yeah, I got to find Dan tomorrow.
I got an email, 2 emails actually earlier today. The first one was, because you went to the Sabres Prospects game, we're going to give you 2 free tickets to one of the upcoming preseason games. It's like, well, okay, when are the preseason games? There's one Saturday at 3, and there's one next Wednesday at 7. I'm like, okay, I guess we're going with Saturday at 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of tickets can I get? And I got 6th row behind the glass.
Nice.
Be it right behind the Saber Shoot Twice net, like the visitor net, like
Those are nice.
for free. $100 $100 worth of tickets for free.
We're behind the net, so we're good.
Yeah. And then right after that one, I got another one that says, because you submitted a song for the Buffalo Sabres goal song contest, we're going to give you 2 free tickets to a preseason game. So if you want to skip the show next Wednesday and we just go to a Sabres game instead, we could do that for free.
We need a vacation.
We could use a vacation. Let's go to the Sabres game. Let's see him play the Penguins.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. We're done. We're done with you people. Laura, you got your wish next week.
Except your band has a show next week.
You don't got your show. You got your show back on this week, Laura.
But we played your band last week.
All right, fair enough. We don't need to promote. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, buddy. I love you.
We might have a show next week. We might not. We will decide soon. Probably
No,
right up.
No,
Let's go to the Sabres game.
Well, let's give Laura her wish.
Laura can take a week off from us.
Yeah, she's sick of us anyway.
We'll get a Sabres game. We'll get in a preseason Sabres game. We'll get a free ticket. Dude, free tickets to the game. Like, what am I going to say? No.
We're open. We're my knee. Sorry.
That's fine. It was open the whole time I was interviewing Jay yesterday too. Just like, oh, I never closed that garbage can.
We need a vacation.
Yeah, so we're off next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Which means I got to come up with content for those days that I usually put the shorts out.
We'll come in contact. We'll do it at the Sabres game.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes,
She's excited. She doesn't have to watch us next week. You're free next week,
You're
Laura.
free.
2 weeks from now.
You deserve it, Laura. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Well, don't forget to check out XM Priory then.
Take 7 weeks off. We can't do that.
Nah, we won't
No,
do
we
that.
can't do that. Sorry.
Check out XM Priory next Friday at the Evening Star.
Yes, check out. I'll be there. I'll be on
John
stage.
will be drumming.
Yes.
All right, this is a song from our homeboys in Broken Locker who are playing when? Where'd it go? It disappeared. It was here. I don't know where it went. Broken Locker, if you're here. Nope, I got it. Here it is.
Okay.
Here it is. So they need a band, by the way, if anybody's watching and wants to play Saturday night. This is at Amy's Place, at Area 54 at Amy's Place.
Yeah.
They have an opening for a band, along with Mala Sangri from Erie, PA, and our homeboys in Broken Locker. That show is Saturday. Doors are at 6. Music is at 7. It's $5. It's all ages. It's at Amy's Place, 3234 Main Street in Buffalo. $5 at the door. You just hand them $5.
All right.
And this is Broken Locker. This song is called Ventriloquism on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.